Hello, fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here today to share with you another unboxing. If you follow the channel, you know that I have already finished the first kit that I had planned for Drills and Chills. While I'm currently working on another project, I was looking to see if I could find something else that I wanted to do for Drills and Chills, and I had a couple of options, but this is the one that I finally decided to do. So let me get everything out of the box and we'll talk about it. All right, so here we've got the drills. We'll look at those in a minute, but you can see it is a square drill kit. We've got our instructions and our stickers and our tool kit. And as you can see, this is an older kit because this is an older tool kit. I'm kind of scared about how many colors are in here because of all these baggies, which I will never use. We get our tray, we get our pen, we get a scrunchie for the pen, we get a mutilated plate of wax and another plate of heart wax, our very pokey tweezers, and then an extra 4-placer. So pretty standard kit. So what kit am I doing? I am doing my last spangler. This is called Treasure Quest, and I decided to do this one a little bit early because I decided that it qualified for Drills and Chills. I don't know if it actually does, but I'm not actually participating to get any of the prizes or anything, so I say it does because they're dressed up in little costumes and that's Halloween. So they are dressed up, of course. Treasure Quest, Treasure Island is a famous classic book, and they're dressed up as little pirates, and it's just super cute. This is my last spangler, so this is the one I was going to wait until October to open, but I decided, you know what? If I open it sooner and I get it finished, then that's all the better, right? So it is a square kit, like I said. It's 70 by 81, so it is a little on the big side. Still not as big as Little Baker, but still big. We get 4 ABs, and this is an old enough kit that there's no other fancy special drills, no fairy dust or anything. So I likely will be going to find extra ABs from my AB stash that I can add in, whether that's fairy dust or ABs or anything else. I'm pretty sure I have some ABs of the colors of the dragon, so I'll want to add some of those in. The little jewel pieces on the books and some of the treasure, maybe I can find ABs for all of that stuff. I'll need to look at the canvas first. I've been wanting to get to this one, so I'm super excited. Ooh, and it only has 60 colors. Maybe this will be one that I use my Forever Young trays for, but I have a feeling I'm going to have several colors that have multiple bags, so I don't know if that will work for the way I want it. So we'll see. After I look at the drills, I'll decide. But first, we need to look at the canvas. So this one is a big one, as I said, so I can't get the whole thing on film, but I will take B-roll as always so you guys can kind of see the whole thing close up. But there's just, again, this is one of these bigger ones. Not only was it a spangler, but you've got all these little vignettes. So this whole cover of the book could be one section that I do. This cute little dragon here. And then we've got the Jolly Roger flag, and he's standing on this treasure chest. More books. And then when you get to the bottom, we've got the other dragling here, of course, eating a cookie, more books, more treasure. There's a candle down here. We've got a goblet off to the side, cookies down at the bottom. So yeah, and of course it's Diamond Art Club, so the symbols are all going to be nice and clear. Won't have any trouble telling them apart. This is an older kit, so we'll see how gappy it is. Hopefully it's not too terrible. But I'm pretty sure this is before they tightened up their grid. So let me measure. This is supposed to be 70 by 81. So if I measure across, I get 69.5. So they said 81. I'm getting 80.8. So pretty close. Not exact, like I said, but pretty close. So I've got 4 ABs, which the blue one, which is number 1, is going to be here in the book, and I'm sure probably in other places on blue books. Yep. Then number 2 is a yellow AB, and that's in the title of the book here. It's a few highlights on the candle flame as well, maybe some highlights on some of the other books down at the bottom. The green, of course, is in the little draglings here, and also in this green book right here. And then the last one is the white AB, and it is here in the Sail of the Ship. It's an outline on both of their swords. Highlights here, few highlights on the Jolly Roger, some highlights on the gems right here. Just anytime there's a highlight, probably it's going to be one of those. And like I said, I definitely probably can find additional ABs. I want to look at some of these colors here and see like what's G? 327. I don't think I have any of those. But I know I have some 550, which is these books over here, so I probably don't need that. But I know I have 666 as an AB, so some of these gems here that are red will get that. So yeah, I'll just have to kind of look around and see what I have. But I'm pretty stoked about this one. The reason I decided to start it early, I did have a couple of other kits that I could have done. I had a couple of witch kits that probably would have qualified that I could have worked on that were smaller, but I just thought I'm going to be working on this kit anyway. If I can get a sooner start on it and say it's for drills and chills, and I get to work on it early, that means I'll finish it early, which means I'll have time to work on some other stuff. So it's a win-win-win for me. So it is a big kit. We only have 60 colors, but it is kind of large in size. So let me get the drills out and we'll look at those. So I am going to try and keep these in order of most drills to least drills because that did help me when I was kitting up previously. So we've got one bag of peach, one bag of dark purple, we've got a bag of blue, a bag of a dark brown, and then a very dark brown. So we've got 2 bags of that dark brown. Then I've got 3 bags of this color. I know this is a color that goes on the dragon's bellies, but I think it's part of the background at the top and maybe in the treasure chest as well. And then we've got 3 bags of this brown color, which again is used on the dragon bellies, but I'm assuming is also in the background as well. We've got a purple, another kind of chocolate brown. We've got 2 bags of this kind of dark pumpkin. We've got a bag of dark blue, 2 bags of very dark brown, and then there's our white AB. Then we've got another brown, 2 bags of very dark brown, light gray, a dark green, and a green. And then we've got a dark gray, kind of a mulberry color, and another very dark green. We've only got 1 bag of 310, which is kind of crazy because I'm pretty sure that's going to be on the Jolly Roger, but maybe not. A light blue, another dark green, a very dark blue, and a sky blue. There's our green AB, a light blue, and a light gray. And then we have kind of a dark coral, a salmon, and a purple. Now this sleeve is shorter than the other ones. I'm not quite sure why, but so we've got a brown, kind of a butterscotch, 2 bags of that peach. We've got a mulberry, a gray, and our blue AB. And then we've got a dark gray, a pink, and kind of a lime green. And for our last sleeve, we've got like a bright yellow, Christmas red, a dark peach. We've got a dark like slate blue, a red, a royal blue. And then we've got a yellow AB, a light blue, a dark red, and kind of a golden orange. Then we've got a purple, a mulberry, a dark blue, and a dark peach. We've got a lighter purple, another kind of lighter orange, a baby pink, and a pink. And we've got a purple and kind of a lime green. So there's all the color of drills. Again, 60 different colors. And I'm sure I'm probably going to substitute some of the ABs for various things in here. So I have to see how it turns out, but I'm excited about this one. This is my last spangler, so then I'll be done with all of my spanglers, so I can check that goal off. And I can make this kit number 2 for drills and chills, so I can count that as 2 kits for that. And then maybe I'll switch over into fall mode. Today it has been 50-ish degrees here, so it is sweater weather today, and I am absolutely loving it. Leave me a comment down below and let me know how many spanglers you have left in your stash, or if you're somebody that doesn't like spanglers. I know he's not for everybody, but I just think they're so stinking cute. That's it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.